Phillies are down to their final strike.
Combined for the second no-hitter in New York Mets history. Edwin Diaz puts on the finishing touches, striking out the side of the ninth inning, and the Mets celebrate their second ever no-hitter, started by Tylor Megill, finished by Edwin Diaz, as the Mets no-hit the Phillies. Edwin Diaz getting the save. Tylor Megill went 5. Drew Smith an inning and a third. Joely Rodriguez an inning. Seth Lugo 2/3. And then Diaz with a flourish strikes out the side of the ninth. Met pitchers threw a remarkable 159 pitches to complete a no-hitter.
I left something out before when I said in a special year, you're looking for special things to happen. Glimpses of greatness, even if they happen in April. But this became a great night for the fan base that has been energized by this team, by the owner, and by some of the greatness you've seen from some of these players here in April.
The 17th combined no-hitter in Major League history, the first for the New York Mets. Diaz never been sharper than what he showed in the ninth inning. After Tylor Megill started it, some reactions from around the field. No-hitters are special, and tonight's no different. A team effort. Brandon Nimmo made the biggest play of the game defensively, robbing Gene Segura of a hit with a diving catch in the third. A lot of deep counts, a lot of walks. 13 strikeouts for Met pitchers tonight as they combine on a no-hitter.
It's 0-2, and this crowd, they don't care if it's taken 5 pitchers. They are pumped. Real Muto just outside the batter's box. Now steps back in. Diaz staring at him on the rubber. Diaz looking into McCann. Diaz brings the hands together. The 0-2 pitch. Swung on and missed, strike 3. He got him with a slider. Put it in the books. 5 Mets pitchers have combined to no-hit the Philadelphia Phillies. It is the second no-hitter in Mets franchise history. This one takes a village, but they get it done. And they're celebrating out in front of home plate. All of the Mets clad in their black jerseys for the first time this year, jumping on top of each other, jumping up and down. It's now a little bit more subdued celebration. They're not piling in from the bullpen as they did for Santana's no-hitter 10 years ago, but they know what they've accomplished. It's a rarity in baseball history, and for only the second time in now what is the 61st season that the New York Mets have been in existence, they have pitched a no-hitter. They have both taken place here at Citi Field. A complete game no-hitter by Santana against the St. Louis Cardinals. And now, Tylor Megill, Drew Smith, Joely Rodriguez, Seth Lugo, and Edwin Diaz, 5 of them combined to no-hit the Philadelphia Phillies, the team that came into this game having scored more runs than any team in the National League. Congratulations to the New York Mets, the second no-hitter in franchise history. Diaz gets it done by striking out the side in the ninth. The final score on an historic night at Citi Field, the New York Mets 3, the Philadelphia Phillies nothing.
El público de pie aquí en el Citi Field. Se sale el bateador, lo protege el árbitro. Vuelve y se mete a la caja de bateo JT Realmuto. Ya se prepara el derecho. Viene el lanzamiento. ¡Strike! Tirándole al tercero. Historia. Por segunda vez en la historia de esta franquicia. Se tira un no-hitter. 5 lanzadores combinados lo logran. Y estamos de nuevo en la historia con no-hitter de los Mets de Nueva York.
Wow. Qué momento, definitivamente, de que ver esta labor, ver como el equipo, el fanático, nosotros aquí en cabina, pues celebramos parte de la historia. Segundo no-hitter, primero combinado, hace 10 años el no-no de Juan Santana, y aquí pues con un total de 5 lanzadores encabezado Tylor Megill, Drew Smith, Joely Rodríguez, Seth Lugo, y con un esconde ponche de Edwin Diaz, los Phillies de Filadelfia se van sin hit en este primer partido de la serie. Es el segundo en la historia, repito, primero combinado para los Mets de Nueva York, que habían tenido en 3 ocasiones con Tom Seaver en la lomita el fracaso en la 9ª entrada para un no-hitter, pero esta vez sí se logra. Gran trabajo. Aquí está lo que representa este gran inicio de los Mets de Nueva York, su cuerpo de lanzadores.
Extraordinaria la combinación del picheo de los Mets de Nueva York. 5 lanzadores: Tylor Megill, Drew Smith, Joely Rodríguez, Seth Lugo, y cerrando con broche de oro, con esconde ponche, como dijo Néstor Julio, se logra el segundo no-hitter en la historia de esta franquicia de los Mets de Nueva York, que ganan este partido 3-0. Ganaron los Mets.
This dude's nasty. Everyone's trying to record a piece of history.
For the longest time, the Mets were one of the only teams in baseball that didn't have a no-hitter until Johan Santana. There have been 16 combined no-hitters in Major League Baseball history. 8 have come in the last 20 seasons. Swing and a miss. Make it 17 combined no-hitters in Major League Baseball history as the New York Mets have defeated the Phillies 3-0, and they have combined to throw a no-hitter behind Tylor Megill, Drew Smith, Joely Rodríguez, Seth Lugo, and Edwin Diaz. And they celebrate just the second no-hitter in New York Mets history. And it turns out to be the 20th time that the Phillies have been no-hit, but it's the first time that a team has combined to no-hit the Phillies.
Well, either way, it stinks. Mets excited. Well, they should be.
And more importantly, the Mets win it 3-0, and the Phillies drop to 1 game under 500 as the Mets take game 1 of this 3-game series. 12 strikeouts for the Mets tonight. The final out, it's a nasty pitch. Edwin Diaz put an exclamation point on this ball game, Ben, by striking out the side here in the 9th inning.
Yeah, the fastball is electric, obviously, at 99, but this slider that he's throwing, 91 to 92, you just can't read any spin on it.
McCann's reaction, I mean, you've caught before. Makes you feel good as a catcher when you're able to accomplish something like this.
Yeah, and he put down the right fingers. Of course, for those 2 pitches that Diaz has, pretty easy. Very fluid delivery for a big man.
No-hitters have taken on a different personality in recent years. We mentioned last year there were 6 combined no-hitters, 13 overall, and the first no-hitter of 2022. You figured it had to be a combined one, and it was, as the Mets win it 3-0. Fans take it in history up here in New York. You never want to see it, but you also have to respect the fact that a no-hitter is really hard. It doesn't matter what year it is, what era it is or what generation it is.
And especially against the Phillies, who have been swinging the bat so well.
And the Phillies offense blacked out to this point. 0-2 the count. Diaz kicks the pitch, swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's a no-hitter for Edwin Diaz and the New York Mets. The Mets celebrate between home plate and the pitcher's mound as 5 pitchers combine on the second no-hitter in New York Mets history. Megill, Smith, Rodriguez, Lugo, and Diaz combine on the no-no. And the Phillies are no-hit for the first time since 2014. And it's the 23rd all-time no-hitter thrown against the Phillies.
Awful. Upsetting, right? Frustrating. God, I hate being part of that, but the Phillies really didn't show a lot from the plate. I can only think of maybe 2 hard hit balls. Nimmo made a couple of great plays in the outfield to kind of keep that intact. One for sure was a diving play. But then after that, the Phillies offense was non-existent.
Second time they've been shut out by the Mets this season. And the Mets did them one better than the last time Tylor Megill took them out against the Phillies. Instead of just a shutout, it's a no-hitter as well. 3-0 the final. The Mets celebrate the second no-hitter in franchise history tonight here at Citi Field.
Bueno, un juego en un juego, Billy. 3-0 y sin no-hito, con no-hit. Al final eso es lo que vale, pero
es historia.
No es el comienzo inicial. Bueno, historia para ellos, no para mí.
No, exactly.
Se prepara JT, aquí viene el lanzamiento, se poncha JT y los Mets de Nueva York acaban de hacer historia con un no-hit no run contra los Phillies. Aquí viene todo el dugout, incluyendo la gente de los outfielders. Vienen a celebrar ahí en el medio del terreno. Los Phillies se van directo a la cueva sin perder mucho tiempo.
Oscar, 4 hits contra Colorado. Sí. Y ahora 0 contra los Mets. Muchos bases por bola, pero tal vez no podemos ser tan pacientes. Tal vez tenemos que tomar turnos más agresivos. Algo.
Sí, no, bueno, muchas bases por bola. Mira, aquí lo que hace falta ver es el primer no-hit no run combinado del equipo de los Mets de Nueva York. Increíble, Billy.
Yeah.
Eso es el siglo XXI, el año 2022, donde el béisbol es así.
El mal suerte que yo estamos aquí mirando esto, pero mire, es histórico.
Billy,
los Mets están calientes.
Sí, al final del día es un juego, Billy.
Y tiene que usar ese approach, pero también tiene que buscar manera de despertar este tanda,
sí,
porque
estoy de acuerdo,
no quiero un serie parida aquí en New York. Necesito ganar uno de estos próximos 2.
Estoy de acuerdo,
ir a New York, regresar a Philly, ganar 3
lo que hablamos 2 de 3 era lo que había que sacar de aquí. Perdemos el primer juego.